Hello, hello. I am not dead. Just busy. Uh, Very much into a new job, and my schedule for doing mods and videos around mods is present, but much more constrained than it used to be in 2024 and prior. But I am still working and thinking and doing. What I want to show right now is the outcome of a rage session I had dealing with the Tartarus. Historically, for Tartarus analog mods, this is the stock factory plate. I've taken these and I've like cut out this middle section, cut stuff off the back so that I can fit either a Joy-Con stick or a full-size Xbox style stick body in there. And it's a whole thing. It's not clean. It's not precise. It's destructive. And if you want to like go back to factory, you can't. Not really. And with the proliferation of Hall Effect and TMR sticks, which are relatively ubiquitous now, it made sense to focus on full-size sticks. Historically, I've used Joy-Con sticks because for a minute, they were the only viable Hall Effect solution. So I'm not really focusing on those anymore. Thank God, because they were a pain in the butt. And I recently have done something similar for the Orb Weaver. I don't have a full replacement front plate, but I've got a well, I kind of do. I've redone with the Orb Weaver how the sticks seat, and I've managed to shave 4 millimeters off like the top, so they're lower profile. Anyways, I don't do a ton of those anymore. Orb Weavers have been out of production for a long time, and I still get some requests to mod them, but not a ton. Way more Tartarus Pros and V2s. Anyways, so here's what this looks like. So this is I've got a full-size stick in here. I've got this PCB. This is the factory PCB. I've got this in place so you can see that it's not displacing anything. You do have to desolder the factory D-pad switches still. That's fine. That's not destructive. It's just a little bit of work because you need all this space. But you can see that the stick sits a little more than halfway down below the top surface, and I've taken some room off the top, so it's a little bit more lower profile than it used to be. But this is pretty compact. So like this, I've already dry fitted this. This fits into the main Tartarus body effortlessly, and I've got it screwed down. But I can show you bits and pieces. Let me get this off. Bits and pieces of it. And get this off. This is already a little bit broken, so if I break it, it's not a big deal. There we go. So this is where's the factory one? Here's the factory one. This is the factory plate. It's pretty close in dimensions. It's not exact. This is This looks like it's a pretty straightforward shape, but it's not. You can see it has a tapered edge that changes directions. And things look centered on this, but they're not. Your eye wants to tell you that there's a straight line running up and down from like here to here through the top. It isn't. You put calipers on this and you start measuring things, and everything's off by a few millimeters. This is a organic shape, really, is what it is. So it's not easy to model, I'll say that. But I got pretty dang close. So I have a tapered edge, but it doesn't go all the way around and change directions. It's the same all the way across all edges. It does fit. It doesn't block anything. It looks close to factory, but the cool thing is that here's one without the stick body in. It's all precise. So it's designed to take like a stick cup to come through. You've got the mount points for the PCB. I modeled the bit for the factory button. So this screw and this plastic here, this is the factory push button to hit this switch here on the top. And this all fits in, and you can get to the stick and the stick cup by just taking this top off. It's two-piece. Like, here's an example of what this looks like. And this is the same approach that I've taken for the orb weaver, and as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to focus on the tough pad again, because it needs some help. I haven't redesigned the tough pad side modules with the TMR stick bodies yet, but I'm going to do that. And right now you can see, like, on the tough pads, there's like a dome with a skirt. This works. This is very hard to model because all the clearances you need on the inside, but it's also tall. Like, it's very tall. You can see how thick this has to be to accommodate everything versus this. I'm trying to give you perspective, but like, the way that this is done without a dome, it looks like there's a dome, but there really isn't. This is flat on the inside, and the idea, if you look back on the orb weaver videos, you can see that this flat area pushes the stick body down, and then there's a rubber flexible skirt that sits on top of the stick. So we lose all the complexity of that dome geometry, which is great for me. And we also get to shave off between 4 and 6 millimeters of total height to not accommodate the dome, which is great for you guys. So anyways, yeah, this was one I had previously done with the Joy-Con, and the Joy-Con failed because the ribbons in those blow. And this is just a TMR stick, so way more reliable. And it took, you can see, I've got all these here so you can see how many tries it took me to get it right. And this is how iteration works with 3D printing, at least the way that I do it. You start with something pretty simple, and then you tweak, and then you tweak some more, and then you tweak some more, and then you keep building, and you test each feature until you finally land on something. This was a really good point pre-taper, and then this one was pretty dang good. It just didn't have the thing that this one didn't have were the holes for these brass threaded inserts. I wanted to put these screws into metal, not into plastic, for maintenance. So anyways, yep. So anyone who's bought a 3D model kit from me, a 3D model pack for the Tartarus, if you want this, hit me up. Part of the agreement that you have when you purchase a 3D model pack from me is that you get access to future improvements. This counts as a future improvement for the Tartarus pack, so hit me up if you want this. I'll happily give that to you. Otherwise, anyone who gets a 3D model pack or a part kit, like a mod kit, or sends their Tartarus to me, this is what they're going to get. So yeah, anyways, just wanted to show that off. I know that I've been quiet for a while, but I am still in this game. It's just a bit slower. It's going to continue to be slow for a little while, until I settle into my new job a bit more. So yeah, that's it. I'll stop rambling. We're under 10 minutes. We're good. Thanks. Catch you later.